My name is Christopher Mulindwa. I work with Pig Production and Marketing Uganda Limited, and I am the productions manager there. I want to welcome you to our video part of PPM Manual, Commercial Pig Farming in Uganda. This is a translation from a book with that title, and it is done to assist those people who cannot read but can listen or maybe watch and understand what we were trying to mean in our manual and what commercial pig farming is really all about. In pig production we do a number of things, and one of them is we do sell pork, so that means we buy pigs from farmers. We have our slaughterhouse in Watuba near Matuga. We do sell breeding stock, and this is sourced from our various partner farmers. We have a greater number of partner farmers. Partner farmers are those farmers affiliated to Pig Production and Marketing Uganda Limited. You must be registered with us, and you must be following the standard operation procedures as we put them forward to you when you're doing the registration. We also do consultancy, and this is part what we are doing now is part of it. We also organize trainings every year throughout Uganda with various categories of farmers, including smallholders, medium holders, and probably the upcoming large holder farmers. We also have training material like this video that you're watching. We have manuals, and we have other things that can support you in your work as a pig farmer. We have other products like farmware, including pig water nipple drinkers, needle teeth trimmers, tail dockers, and many others. We also currently have customized ear tags that are used to identify pigs according to their various districts. So this is a very important innovation that I even encourage all of you, all whoever are watching this, to embrace it. Those tags can be found at our office in Matuga. So maybe I should give you these contacts. They might be very helpful to you when you need information. The contact of our abattoir manager, Mr. Patrick Galiwango, is 0703 21 52 00. Or you can reach him at another number, an MTN line, which is 0774 642 157. Or you can email him at patrick@pigfarmers.co.ug. Mr. Isaac Senkatuka is responsible for breeding stock and partner farmer registration. You can have him on 0706 73 06 61. Or you can write him an email at isaac@pigfarmers.co.ug. I am the productions manager, like I said, and if you want to reach to me, please send me an email, chris.mulindwa@pigfarmers.co.ug, or you can call my mobile 0773 422445 or 0703 71 28 28. Now we are going to be starting our journey to understanding pig farming, commercial pig farming in Uganda. Yes, welcome to this video and audio audition of Understanding Commercial Pig Farming in Uganda. Uganda has a very, very rapidly growing livestock sector. The livestock census that was carried out in 2008 by the Ministry of Agriculture estimated the total herd of cattle to be 11.4 million. We had 12.5 million goats, 3.4 million sheep, 3.2 million pigs, and 37.5 million chickens. This shows you that livestock production is really a very important part of Uganda's agriculture. Today we want to concentrate on pig farming and general pig production in Uganda. Pig farming is a very important activity amongst smallholders in Uganda. These are our farmers who have been doing farming traditionally, and of recent it has been embraced by medium holder farmers, people who are now looking at commercializing, doing pig farming with intentions of making a profit. And as we go on, we are expecting many large farmers to also come up. And we ask ourselves, why pig farming? There are a number of advantages that you may consider to carry out pig farming. And among them is employment opportunity. Like any other agriculture subsector, pig farming is a source of employment to many people. Not only the elders, but even the youth are starting to embrace this lucrative activity. There are many other reasons as to why people choose to carry out pig farming. For example, it is a source of meat. Pork is a delicacy to very many Ugandans. On average, using FAO estimates of 2011, Ugandans consume more than 3.4 kilograms per person per year. So that means that we are real consumers of pork. And you can imagine that in Uganda we have only 3.2 million pigs. If we use the estimates of MAIF 2008. So when you do the computation, you find that even the number of pigs we have are not enough to feed us throughout the year. That's why we get most of our pork from outside. So we have a huge market that we cannot even satisfy locally. And this market has been exploited by other companies from other countries. So I think this is a very, very important activity, and you accessing this training material is a very good step for you to really move forward and understand the principles of carrying out profitable pig farming in Uganda. We have various breeds of pigs in Uganda, but there are very many types and breeds of pigs across the world. I want to concentrate on what is in Uganda currently. We have a pig called large white. And I want to go hand in hand with another pig called landless, because we commonly differentiate these two breeds of pigs by looking at their ears. When you look at a large white, you'll find that their ears are erect, they are pointed up. And when you look at a landless, you'll find that their ears are loped, their ears are pointed down. So large white have ditched faces, and landless in most cases have pointed faces. it is very, very difficult to find a pure large white or landless in Uganda, because most of pig farmers don't really follow the principles of scientific breeding, which would be very important to help us preserve the particular genetics that were introduced in Uganda. So with this study that we are going to make, I know that we are going to produce people who will do this work better, to give us a good track of everything that took place on the farm, to know that this is either a pure animal or the other one is a certain percentage pure, so that we do things that we have confidence in. We know that this is possible if people are really informed. Landless have a bit shorter legs, and large whites are a bit taller. So landless have a larger body, and large white are a bit slimmer but longer. So those are the few characteristics that you can look at to differentiate between a landless and a large white. We have other breeds like the Julock, which is golden brown in color. Their ears are a bit smaller and slightly loped. They have a larger body too, not very tall, and they are very good breed of pigs. They are really used by various companies doing breeding to produce very good meat. Another breed is called Hampshire. It is not a very common breed in Uganda. It is differentiated by its white cut along the neck and the blacker color of the other parts. Sometimes it can become spotted with white spots. Another very important breed, which I know that you've heard about, is Canberra, which we cannot call a pure line, but a breed which was developed from various breeds. And that's why it has been a very popular breed, because in animal production, usually crosses are better. Crosses, those are sometimes called hybrids. They have they have characteristics from different parents, and so you can benefit from all these good traits in only a single breed. And that's why Canberra became a very important breed in Uganda and the rest of the world. It is very good in litter size. It's very, very good in the quality of meat. And you know what determines the quality of pork in Uganda is the level of fat. If your pork has more of fat, we term it as poor quality. And when your pork has less fat, we term it as good quality. So fat content is the quality criterion. So when you're choosing any pig to farm, look at their quality of meat. Now, I help you define pig farming again. I define pig farming depending on the reasons why people choose to do it. It can be done for maybe home meat. It can be done for commercial purposes. That's what I can call business. And it can be done for pets. People do keep pigs as pets in their houses, at their homes, to just enjoy seeing them. And we have different systems of pig farming, not in Uganda alone, but in the rest of the world as well. But the most common one in Uganda is the one known as scavenging, or the free-range system, whereby people do keep pigs, leave them to loiter around to find what to eat. I've moved in various parts of Uganda, and many people do practice that system of pig production. However risky it is to both the owners of the pigs and the rest of the people who are doing pig farming, because in such a system disease transmission is very, very easy. And you know, we have one trouble in pig farming, which is African swine fever. So if you do let your pigs loiter around, you cause problems to your fellow farmers, and you also risk your pig dying. So you have people who are doing it at the same intensive. It is also a system of pig farming, semi-intensive pig keeping, whereby people keep pigs like this farm we are now. It's not done on a very large scale. There is inspected and regulated inputs. The health of the pigs are well looked after. The pigs are fed well, but it is not the real huge pig farming system. And then the very huge one, which we've not yet experienced in Uganda, is the intensive pig production, whereby you have a very well planned breeding system, whereby you produce pigs for either breeding purposes, maybe you sell to other companies or to fellow farmers, or you're producing pigs that are targeting the pork market. So your own farm can produce pigs maybe for the whole region, the whole central region of Uganda. And you have a very well laid out plan of doing that. You have plans of feeding, you have plans of transportation, maybe you own your own abattoir, maybe you don't own one, but the number that you take to the abattoir is really huge. You take a lot of care about whatever that you're doing. So those are intensive pig farmers. Though some semi-intensive pig farmers can as well do the same. On top of that, we have what we call the system types of pig production. And this is what identifies a particular farmer. We identify a particular farmer depending on the end products that he puts on the market. And this is a very crucial part of planning, because this is the only way that you can know where to sell and how to track who is going to buy, what are the quality standards that they need, how much quantity, and do I really have a sustainable market or not. So one of the system type we have is fallow to win. A fallow to win farmer is a type of farmer who keeps female pigs on his farm. He produces piglets and then sells those piglets to other farmers, all companies, all organizations, whatever. But his final product is piglets. He will have piglets, sell them to other people who want to produce either pork or breed and produce more piglets for sale also. And we have farmers we call farrow to finish. These are farmers who keep female pigs, let them produce, and then fatten those piglets until slaughter weight. So those farmers we call farrow to finish pig farmers. Their intention is to sell pork, but they don't want to source their fattening stock from anywhere else. They want their fattening stock to be bred from their farms. Now, I have to first concentrate on the two before we proceed. Fallow to win. There are a number of factors that you have to consider when you're choosing a system type to adopt. A fallow to win farmer has to first properly scrutinize the market size. For example, if you happen to bring a new breed of pigs in a locality, you stand a chance of selling a number of piglets successfully, maybe for 2 years. But after the 2 years, the people you've sold it to, these piglets, will also start producing piglets. And then imagine you had 10 sows which are productive, and on average every sow produced 10 piglets. So you have 100 piglets per fallow, when all of them fallow. Then a pig can fallow twice a year, or you can plan it to fallow 5 times in 2 years. So imagine in 1 year you have 200 piglets to distribute, maybe around your village, all neighboring villages, or anybody else who would like to come and buy from you. Maybe they are starting a farm, or they are doing anything else. They are distributing the pigs to their beneficiaries. Like we see NADS and other NGOs do their things. Time comes when these people are also producing piglets, so they become your competitors. And then that will affect the price, the final price of piglets. And then later, even selling will become a problem. So you need to properly strategize yourself to be sure that when the market has been concentrated, you can do plan B. Plan B would be following to finish. There is no farmer who is following to win who shouldn't expect to change to follow to finish one day. Because when the market becomes scarce, the only option you have at hand is to fatten those piglets until slaughter weight. The pork market will never fail you. And farmers following to finish, they are really very successful. The reason as to why they are successful is because they monitor these piglets from birth. Not even from birth, but from time of conception. When their mothers get conceived, they do whatever necessary to make sure that they have quality end products that can be fattened to the slaughter weight in the shortest period of time possible. So following to finish farmers many times are very successful. If they have proper genetics and using the quality of feeds necessary to have these pigs grow as faster as possible. A farmer who is following to finish is doing both piglet production and fattening. Is combining following to win and fattening. That is another system type. You can decide to be doing both. You are selling piglets and you are fattening the remaining pigs for the market. I'll have something to advise you at when we reach that stage. How do you manage it properly to make sure that you really have the fastest growing pigs? Because the more your pigs grow fast, the less you spend. And so your target should be having really fast growing pigs. Another type, which is the second last, would be fattening. But I've already talked about this. But usually people who are fattening only go source their fattening stock from outside farms. For him, his sole activity is to raise these pigs until slaughter weight. He's not keeping any females on farm. So he will go source stock from outside, fatten until slaughter weight, sell off, then go again, source stock, fatten, sell off. That system is not, that system type is not very successful in Uganda because one, many farmers are very unfaithful. They are very unreliable. Somebody can claim a pig is 2 months when it is already 4 months. Problem in animal production is that we have what we call the lean growth potential. There is a certain period of time when animals can put on weight, when they can put on lean muscles. I mean muscles, meat. And beyond that time, animals will start producing fat. And usually for pigs, after the 6 months, it is very, very hard. You know, the lean growth potential starts to depreciate. It starts to go down. So you cannot achieve it at the maximum levels that you would want to. So it is not very, very good to source fattening stock from outside. Maybe if you happen to locate a very reliable supplier. If the supplier is not reliable, please don't try. And another problem with it is the risk of diseases. You risk bringing diseases to your farm. You don't know how these farmers do their things. So at the end of the day, you end up bringing diseases and maybe losing all of the money that you have invested in purchasing the stock that you were going to fatten. So the last system type that I'll talk about, and none of it exists in Uganda currently, is the bostard. A farm where male pigs are raised for semen collection. We have none of the kind in Uganda today. And we have none of the kind in East Africa today. The only farm I know which possesses one is not doing anything for commercial. Is doing a bostard for them to produce semen that will work on their own farm. So they are not doing it for anybody else. It is a very, very virgin area for anybody who has the potential to invest. So you can think about it. It needs a certain level of investment. It's not something to just fall into and start doing, and it requires a lot of expertise.